Hi team, welcome to my channel. My name is Janet. Today's workout is all standing and we are focusing on working and improving your balance and a little bit in your hip mobility. So basically being able to move your hips forward, back and to the sides. For those of you who sit all day or find that they're a little bit stiff, especially the hip and hip flexor area, this is the workout for you. No equipment is required today. It is all standing on the mat, so you just need to find a little bit of space. You can also do this with no shoes on. Of course, if you've got injuries, make sure you adjust appropriately. It is suitable for beginners as well as advanced or people that are just wanting to improve your balance over time. Each of the movement will be about 50 seconds long with a 10 seconds just rest just so that you can shake out the leg, especially the one you've been balancing on. If you are new to this, feel free to maybe grab onto a chair or put your space near a wall so that's a little bit easier to balance. As always, if you like these types of workouts, please let me know, or if you want to see some.
Okay team, we're going to start with just a warm-up movement. Taking your legs a little bit wide, take a deep breath in, reach up and roll to the left, stretching at the side, reaching down and then go over to the other side, arms next to your ears. No need to go too deep in your squats right now because you're just warming up through the body, just sweeping the hands just slightly above the knees in nice circular motion to warm up through your arms as well as the sides of the body and your spine and legs at the same time. Good, reaching that hand further down towards the sides of the thighs, maybe getting up to where your kneecaps are, depending on your range today, how stiff you're feeling in the body. All right, I'm going to take those legs just a little bit wider because we're going to start to do a little side lunge to warm up through the inner thighs. So bending through the right, opposite left hand, reaching down towards the knees. Making sure as you bend, your knees are in the same direction as the feet. If you're starting to get a bit more limber now, I'm going to get a little bit lower to the ground and you can follow suit or stay around the knees with your hands, or you can get towards maybe the shins, maybe towards the ankles. Some of you might be get all the way down towards the floor there. Choose what works for you today. Try not to go too deep with your bending in the knees. It always stays over the toes. Never with the knee goes in front of the toes, otherwise you've gone a little bit too deep there for your joints. Perfect. All right, going to try it on the other side. So again, turn the toes out, your knees will follow, your right arm is lifted, exhale, you drop just to the knee, even up to the thighs. You don't have to go very low at all, because we're just trying to increase that range over time. The more you do it, the better your muscles will stretch. Think about your muscles like a rubber band. It does not stretch very quickly, and if you do so, it will snap. You want to try to get it stretching a little bit over time. All right, towards the foot now, towards the ankles. Again, you go to your range. Some people can go straight to their foot or to the floor. Some people take a little bit longer just to warm up through the muscles there. Nice. All right, let's start to move into your balancing sequence. So your right leg is going to move, left leg is slightly bent. We're going to lift the knee and take the opposite hand to the knee. Turn it so you can reach to the foot and then go behind, hand to the back foot. So to the knee, front to the foot, behind you to the foot. Level 2s, that leg is going to stay off the ground the whole time. So remember, level 1s, you are touching that foot down in the middle. And then level 2s, you're going to try to just keep that leg floating to work on that first bit of balance. You might take a little bit more time to get there. First time you do it, just keep the foot down. And the first time you do it, your hands might not even get to the foot. That is also okay. Just go in that direction. You rotate it as much as you like. I find the leg behind your body is probably the trickiest one to do. All right, shake out your standing foot because it wants a little bit of blood flow to come back in. And let's try on the other side. So right leg is bent slightly to balance. Right hand to the knee of the left to the foot, and then going behind you. Front, turn the knee out, flick the feet back. So you're trying to get that foot towards your glutes. Level 2s, again, you are keeping that foot off the ground. I focus generally on a spot that is not moving. Sometimes I wobble as well, depending. Sometimes one side is better than the other. Also, if I'm thinking too much about something else, my mind is distracted, you will also wobble a little bit that way. Quite a normal thing to happen. To the front, to the side, and then behind your body. Nice. All right, shaking the right foot a little bit. Get that blood flow back into it. All right, we're going to sweep that right leg forward and back, and the arms are moving. So the right leg is in front, left hand is in front, and then we swap. So my right hand is going in the opposite direction of the leg, and then my arm is moving in the same direction as the leg. Level 2s, that leg is coming off the ground and you're swinging the arms and legs. Now, if you find your coordination is a little bit tricky and you can't quite work out what my legs and arms are doing, just start with the legs first, hands on the hips, and just swing the leg forward and back. Now, tipping the body forward as the leg goes behind you and lifting the body up as the leg swings in front of you. And then you can start to move through. So just know that the same arm and leg go in the opposite direction and the opposite goes in the same. All right, shaking out the foot. We're going to try that on the other side. So my left leg goes in front, my right arm goes in front, and then we swing and swing. Tap, tap, tap. Toes tap forward, toe taps back. Slight bend in the knees. Of course, always. Level 2s, we're going to start to kick that leg off the ground. Tilt the body forward when the leg goes behind. Lift the chest up when the leg starts to swing forward. Also, I find people, if you need to, you can hold on to a chair if it's the first few times, or maybe hold on to the wall with the opposite hand until you get a little bit more confident. But you're not very far off the floor. At most, if you swing and you find that you're a bit wobbly, just put your foot down, shake out the foot. You may not last as long as the 50 seconds. You can do it a little bit shorter before you shake out the foot. All right, right leg is moving. It's going to tap across, in, tap to the side, in, tap behind to the curtsy, and then back in. So forward, side, and back. I always stop in the middle. Forward, level 2s, side, level 2s. That foot is floating now the whole time, except for the middle where I tap. Side and back and in. Every time it comes in, I drop it down. So float it to the side, float it to the back. Level 3s, that leg basically stays off the ground. There's 3 places to go. You go forward, side, back, in. Forward, side, back, reset in the center. Good. Perfect. All right, that one is a tricky one. You might need a few tries on that one. Let's try on the other side. Right leg is bent slightly, left leg is moving. So forward, tap, back, tap. Forward, tap, back, tap. Level 2s, forward float, in the middle, side, middle, back, middle. Forward, side, behind. As I go behind, I have to bend my standing leg, right? Because that helps me stabilize and also gets my foot over a little bit further. Forward, in, side, and then back. All right, level 3s, that leg is just staying up the whole time. You're going to go 3 spots across to the side, behind, bend the knee on the standing leg. 3 points. Just thinking about 3 spots you need to actually take that leg around. All right, shaking out that standing foot. All right, we're going to go a little bit more dynamic and then swing that leg behind. So 1, 2. On your third, that inside leg will go to the outside of your floor, of the mat. Good. Arms come out just to help you balance like you're tightrope walking. 1, 2, 3. Swing behind. 1, 2, 3. Swing behind. Side steps. That leg is starting to swing behind, just a little bit of a kick behind the calf, and then it goes further on your third one. Right, like you're almost skating. It's like a skating motion, and then on your third one, you need to hold. Leg is off the ground behind you. My level 2s. Level 1s, all you need to do is take your foot behind you and you can tap it to the floor. Good. So you start with the floor tap and then you go to the next bit. All right, let's do a little side lean now. Standing leg, right, bends, hands on the hips to start. And then your opposite left leg is just lifting out to hip level and then up towards the chest. Out and then chest. Good. Level 2s, the arms come up next to your ears. Out and in. Out and in. And then if you want to see how my leg does not touch the ground when I drop it down, I keep it floating in the air the whole time. Lift, float, in, out. But of course, reset yourself, touch the toes down, especially if you're starting to get the wobbles, because generally your standing leg starts to get sore and people start to lose concentration in their stabilizers. Great work. All right, shake out your standing foot. We're going to lean to that left side. Same thing, right? Start with the hands on the hips, and then the right leg is moving out to the side, and then in towards the chest we pull. Out we go, and in. Good. If your leg isn't as flexible, obviously don't take that leg as high. It's not a big deal. Arms are coming up now. Reach that leg up to hip level and then bring that knee up. Don't worry if your leg doesn't lift so high. It's not that important. It just needs to come off the ground. And of course, you can always tap your foot down anytime you need to. Good. Shake out your standing foot. All right, we're going to do that double step on the third one. We're going to now extend the leg out to the side like the move you just practiced. So you go 1, 2, 3. Inside the leg now lifts up high to hip level. Before it went behind your body, this time it's going to lift out to the side. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Arms come up. On that third, again to help you balance, a little bit more dynamic. We're going to start to jump a little through and then open. So 1, 2, 3, and jump. It gets a little bit faster so that you can use your bodies to help you stop and not fall, right? So that little bit of dynamic movement where you suddenly have to stop trains your muscles to get better at balance and being stable. Because in life, sometimes you walk and you're on uneven grounds and you need to readjust your body to stabilize. Good work. All right, I'm just going to turn to the side. You can keep facing forward. That is up to you. My left leg is slightly bent. My right leg is going to lift. And I'm going to tap back, lift forward, tap back. So as my leg taps back behind us about a good meter or so, I'm going to tip the body. All right, level 2s, hands on the hips, leg comes up, left goes behind, and it just keeps floating behind. And then if you want to make it even harder, your arms go up into the air. I lift the leg forward, I lift the leg back, and I'm going to keep my arms up above the head, just clasped together, keeping the arms around the ears. So see how I touched down before? If you need to touch down and reset, you could totally do it. Sometimes you find it, you're not quite into the center of gravity and you just need to adjust the body. Good. All right, let's try the other side. Right leg is now your balancing leg. Left leg is going to be the moving leg. Hands onto the hips. So extend back, lift forward, extend back. So as it extends back, remember to tip your body forward. Level 2, that leg is going to stay off the ground. So swing forward, swing back. All right, and then if you want to make it harder, I clasp the hands. I keep my arm around the ears. I'm going to try to go into a diagonal line. So as I tip forward, toes to the fingertips are on a very diagonal plane. Stretching out my arms. That way it helps lower my shoulders a little bit. Good, lift up and extend back. Excellent, shaking out the standing foot. All right, let's open up the hip a little bit. So the left leg is going to bend. Your right leg is going to lift into almost like a tree. So open and close like a door. My heel might go lower to the ankles for my level 1s. And then level 2s, you're going to take that foot up. And then you're going to start to actually do like a figure 8 with the knees. So I go forward and out, rotate in, rotate out, without my upper body and hips moving too much. So as you rotate out, some people do twist their whole body that side. No need. Try to keep it as still as possible in the rest of the body. And then you're just swinging the knee. This helps your hips just open up and increase that mobility of your hip joint. Good. All right, shaking out that standing foot. Let's try the other leg. So right leg is your bent, left knee is up. And let's keep that heel down, rotate out and in. My new people to balance, level 2s, you lift the foot up towards the calf maybe and rotate in and out. All right, if you want to, level 3s, you're going to start to swing that knee inwards and rotate it outwards. So a bit more fluid in the movement, like you're drawing a figure 8 with your knee, or infinity sign. Really, it's a figure 8 sort of lying on the side. Rotate out, rotate in, rest of the body relatively staying still. Good. Even I needed to sometimes touch down just to restabilize. And then shake out my right foot. Give it a good old shake there through the ankles. Rotate it a little bit. Good. All right, let's have your right toe down and just rotate that foot and knee out a little bit, in a little bit. Loosen up some muscles. Just going to give you a quick stretch, and then the left foot is going to rotate out and in. Just because you use your joints quite a little bit, you want to just loosen them back up. And just little kicks out and in, just to get that blood flow back into the legs. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I will see you on the next one. Bye.